What's going on, guys, and welcome to the PBAC Podcast. It's your boy Patrick Barlow,
Christian Chase.
and this is our podcast.
Alright, so we had this idea to start a podcast like a month ago.
Yeah, we've been working for it for a while now.
Yeah, all day basically.
Yeah, I mean, really, I got here what time?
2?
Yeah, I got here around 2 o'clock, and we've just been working on it ever since, trying to get the
Conversions right with the MP4 and stuff.
This stupid laptop came with a M4A file or something, but luckily,
Your boy Christopher?
yeah, Christopher Allen, Crisp Sword 56 on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
He's incredible. One of the best. He's the best guitar player I know.
Is he?
Dude, Did you see him do Freebird at the
I ain't gonna tell you.
No, it wasn't the talent show. It was what was it? The thing right before we took exams and stuff. And they did the choir and the chorus song and stuff.
Oh yeah. The I know with the choir. Yeah, I remember.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, and he just completely shredded Freebird.
I don't know. I kind of like Caleb too.
Yeah, Caleb's pretty good, but he does bass.
Does he?
Yeah, Caleb does bass, and that gives you the don 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 don.
The whole time, whenever people weren't performing, he just kept doing that one
Yeah,
song.
it was the X song.
Was it?
Yeah.
It got stuck in my head.
Don 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 don. Dude, that was was killer, dude. Yeah.
I mean, they're both good.
Yeah. Well, the thing is though, you're comparing a bassist to a guitarist. One has 4 strings, makes a deeper sound. One has 6 strings, makes the crazier, higher pitch sound.
Okay. Don't get all instrumental nerd on me.
Well, it's not instrumental nerd. I thought that was common knowledge, dude.
Well, not to me.
Okay.
Anyway, we got the podcast set up. It's going great. Tell me, let's just recap, what college life has been like for you so far.
Well, my college life has been interesting to say the least. I don't know, dude. So, originally I was going to go to Winston-Salem State, which is historically black college, about 2 hours from where we live. And, I was fully committed to go there and everything, and getting in contact with those people, it was just impossible. I couldn't get in contact with anybody there. I called them for, 2 months straight almost.
Yeah, what were the times you called them between?
I called them from 8 to 5 nonstop every day, and I couldn't get a contact with anybody.
And then you called JCC, right?
I called JCC after dealing with this for way too long, and I called JCC, talked to them for 3 minutes, and I'm pretty much good to go for my next semester at JCC.
You gotta sign up quick though, because I'm having some problems right now. My math class.
Yeah.
It got canceled because not that many people signed up, I guess, for that one math class. So then I went to go get into another one, and they're all full.
That's about right.
So I got real messed up over that. So I also got a ticket the other day, and I went to court, and I had to go sign up for this class. So I think it was last week, sometime last week. I went to JCC just for that.
Yeah.
And then I talked to this person about my math class, and then they transferred me over on the phone to this person, and she transferred me over to this person. Then I ended up talking to this lady, and she said she would call me back. So she was calling me while I was on the way to JCC.
Yeah.
I missed the call, but I called her back. She answered right away. And so she was trying to talk to me about it. I was like, well, I'm just pulling up to the school. I have to do this thing. After I get done, can I just go talk to you first? She's like, yeah. So I go sign up for that. I talked to her for 30 minutes. She tells me to go talk to this lady, Miss Lee. I talked to her for an hour and a half. And she tells me all these amazing facts that no one ever told me while I was getting into the radiology program. She showed me all the things I have to do. And we ended up dropping a biology, because I took biology in Princeton. So I didn't need that class. I added a psychology or a something like that.
Sociology?
Maybe? No. It was Sci. Something Sci. Either way.
Something Sci. Yeah, okay. Wait.
I added that class, and I added a medical terminology class. But whenever they start purging, if people don't pay, which is July 26th, it's one of the last days, register for your classes.
I do know that.
So it's coming up.
Yeah.
So that's why you got to be I don't know. It's going to be hard for you to get set up.
I got to get on top of it, but
I believe in you.
As soon as they approve my dad's, taxes and stuff, or whatever, his finances, we should be fine. I should be able to get him pretty easily, but Yeah, it's definitely less of a battle than dealing with Winston-Salem State. Like, I went to Winston-Salem. Did I tell you about this?
You went there?
Yeah, I went to Winston-Salem.
No, how was it?
The campus was beautiful.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, just a beautiful campus. Like, and the people I was able to talk to, friendly, but nobody was there. It was like a ghost town. Like, I talked to the librarian and someone in the library. That was really only 2 employees there.
There was no office people?
No, the dean's office was closed and everything.
What day did you go?
I went on a Saturday, but...
Well, I mean...
Yeah,
why?
but the entire campus shouldn't be closed on a Saturday.
Well, no.
Like, I literally couldn't find anybody there. I mean...
And they don't answer the phones?
No, they don't answer the phones, and they're not there when you need them. I mean, it's just... It's a clusterfuck, man.
That's crazy. Well... Besides college, what else is going on in your life? You have any big plans?
I don't really have any big plans. I know, I just got 2 new puppies.
Oh, God.
Yeah, we got 2 more dogs.
Are they big? Are they puppies?
Yeah, they're puppies.
What kind?
One is, like, a Feist Terrier, which is a fancy name for Jack Russell. Okay. So it won't get very big. And then we got, like, a Red Heeler Basset Hound mix, and that shouldn't get too big either.
I don't know what any of those dogs are.
Okay, well, you know what the Basset Hound is, like the dog with like the really droopy ears, and it's like got really short legs.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a Basset Hound.
Okay.
It's half that.
That's cool. How's the fox doing?
The fox is interesting. I mean, he doesn't seem to fully bite down now. He just kind of nips at you. You tell him no.
Does he still go for the ankles?
Yeah, oh yeah. He's still an ankle biter.
Oof.
I just fed him some cherries yesterday. He really liked that.
What does he like better, cherries or carrots?
I don't know. I think he likes the carrots a little bit better, but...
When I was trying to feed him those carrots, like, I couldn't even hand it to him because he was snapping so hard it, like, jolted the whole cage, so it made me drop the carrot over and over. So I had to stick it where, like, he had to go get it and I wasn't touching the carrot anymore.
Yeah, but, like... Yeah, I fed him some cherries, and you know the cherry stem, like, have you ever tried to tie a knot with it in your mouth?
I heard that means you're a good kisser if you can do that.
Yeah, I can do that.
Oh,
yeah, you want to try it out?
Watch out, Hannah.
Yeah, Hannah, you got some competition.
So I'm going to Florida, though.
Oh, that's nice.
Friday, so, like, 3 days from now?
Yeah.
It's going to be exciting.
So how long are you going?
Going for, like, a week. Like, business days. Business days week.
Like 5 days.
Yeah, from July 20th to the 26th is when I'm coming back.
That's a lot of counting. I'm not doing that right now.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. But, I don't know what we're going to do completely. I don't even know what part I'm going to.
Okay.
But we're going to go to a lot of parks, like 3 or 4 parks. And there's this one park that Haley wants to go to where you can, like, wrestle an alligator. Or a crocodile. I'm not sure which one.
Yeah, I'm completely unaware of that.
But I'm so down to wrestle one, dude.
Oh, are you?
I'll beat the shit out of a crocodile.
Dude, I really don't think you can.
Dude, I will. I will, like, put it in a chokehold.
Dude, that guy, he's gonna wrap you up and death roll you, and you're gonna cry for your mom.
No, dude, I'm gonna destroy an alligator.
All right. We'll see. I want video of this.
But after that, I'll be coming back, and then it'll be near August.
Okay.
So whenever that happens, I got a lot going on in August. That's when college is gonna start.
15th.
Yeah, pretty hectic about that.
Oh yeah.
I'm a little scared.
I don't think it'll be that different than high school.
Well, just getting everything in order. And
yeah.
I have to take the class for the ticket on like the 11th, and then my court date's on the 30th of that month.
Dude, that's gonna be the stupidest class.
And I had to pay $135 for it, which is why I'm poor right now.
That's stupid.
Yeah.
So they completely dismissed like the thing that my dad gave you.
No. Okay, so we went there, and my sister told me that basically if you just show them that, you take it to the DA, they'll just dismiss it. You don't even have to go to court if they think it's okay. We went to this lady, and she added me to the court calendar for that day because we went there real early.
Yeah.
And so we went into the courtroom that she put us for, and it said 2. So, or it was about to be, I don't know what it said, but it means after everybody else finishes.
Yeah.
Then he'll call the second calendar, and everybody who registered for the late thing,
he'll
call them next. So I had to sit there for like an hour. There's this one crackhead, who, like, he was sitting on the inside, and me and my sister Jenny, we were sitting, like, on the outside.
Yeah.
And it's like there's a bunch of pews. Right?
I got you.
So he's on the inside. And the guy called him after, like, 45 minutes, an hour, we were sitting in there. And we were, like, going to stand up and let him get by us. He's like, I'll tell you what. And he stands up on our pew and jumps over to the next one and then walks out into the middle.
In the middle of court.
Yeah, and there's a judge, there's, like, 2 DAs, there's a couple police officers.
What?
And he looks like he's high, dude.
Oh, no.
And my sister's like, I was like, dang. And she was like, yeah, he's definitely high. I'm like, oh, really? He's like, yeah. I was like, oh, okay.
Fair enough.
And so we do all that. And then after about 2 hours or so, I go up there. I have my little piece of paper that your dad gave me. And he's looking at it. And then he's looking at my age. He's like, oh, you're 17. And basically, he just said, so what I can do for you is, since you're 17, you're going to have to take the class. But after you take the class, I can dismiss it to improper equipment.
Really?
So I'm like, oh, okay.
Okay.
I was like, really? He's like, yeah. I'm like, all right, thanks. And then I left after sitting there for 2 hours. So then, like, the other day I went to the school and paid all the money. So now I'm a poor boy.
Nah, that sucks, dude. I mean, I guess it's better than just...
Yeah, I could lose my license.
Yeah.
I was going like 20 miles per hour with the speed limit.
Yeah. They don't know that, though. Yeah, it's faulty equipment, right?
Yeah, it's faulty equipment.
Faulty equipment.
Well, so you know why else I'm poor?
Why else are you poor?
Because I spend all my money on V-Bucks.
Oh, do you? So you play the Fortnite, obviously.
Yeah, you know I play Fortnite.
Yeah.
Season 5 just came out. You see that rocket?
Oh, that rocket?
That rocket?
The rocket?
I don't know what that's about. Sign up to play.
Sign up to play, guys.
Nah, but I'm really, really sad about the new season because I thought it was going to be cool, but everything's kind of trash about it.
Yeah.
I mean, I like the update because they made a new car where you can drive in it, which is like an actual car. And they changed the map up a little bit, which is really cool. There's new places and stuff, which they haven't done that in a while. But, like, for the reason the season changed mostly is because of the battle pass.
Okay.
You pay 950 V-Bucks to get it.
I don't know what that is in US dollars.
Basically, 100 V-Bucks is $1.
Ah, that's...
But it's not like... It's not like they're there because if you buy a lot of V-Bucks, you get a lot free. Or if you can get free V-Bucks all the time by just doing different stuff. So you don't have to pay money to actually get them. But if you were going to translate it, the best way is $10 equals 1,000 V-Bucks.
Okay.
So it costs 950 V-Bucks. I didn't... Every time you buy a battle pass...
Okay. Alright.
It gives you like 1,200 V-Bucks if you get all the way through it. So I just used the V-Bucks I had to buy the next season. So I didn't even pay for it with real money. But you get all these nice rewards from the game each season. And last season was really dope. You got a bunch of cool skins. You got like cool spray paints and stuff. But like this season's just trash. There's like 2 good skins. And everything else is just real bad. I don't like it.
I've played Fortnite like 3 times.
Yeah, I watched you.
Yeah. You didn't watch me that one time. You were out of the room. I finished like 7th, 6th.
My dad played it one time, and he got like 15th place.
Yeah. I literally pretty much just kind of snuck around. I just happened to land where the storm eye was going to shrink in. So I just kind of hung out.
How did your dad feel about gay people?
I mean... He doesn't like them, if that's what you're asking. They make him a little bit uncomfortable, I would, you know.
So, I think George told my stepmom that Mason was gay or something like that.
Uh-huh.
But my dad, like, I was going to go take a shower, and I'm just like, hey, sit down for a minute. I'm like, okay.
We're talking about Sherwood here.
Yeah, Sherwood Chase, guys. My dad. So, I'm like, yeah, he's like, is your best friend gay? Or is one of your friends gay? And I'm like... Yeah? He's like, okay. He's like, well, are you gay? And I'm like, no. And he's like, well, are you bi? I'm like, no.
What?
He's like, okay.
Okay.
He's like, it's fine if you are. I'm like, no, I'm not gay.
So if I have a gay friend, which I do have some gay friends, does that make me gay by association now?
Would your dad think so?
No, probably not. No.
I don't know.
Like, my dad doesn't like gay people, but...
Per se.
But, you know... If I'm like, hey, Dad, my friend's a queer. He's like, okay, I don't care what you do with that fudge packer.
Yeah.
You know, that's kind of my dad's attitude. That's probably verbatim what he would say.
Well, let's talk about some recent things going on.
All right.
So I watched this video for the World Cup. It was this guy. I don't know why it was in my recommended, or it was on some random thing. So I clicked on it because it's like betting $22,000. And I watched this guy. You know, he was doing some gas and stuff.
Yeah.
And he's like, I'm gonna do this method to figure out who's gonna win the World Cup.
Really.
And he puts all these red solo cups. He puts them up, kind of like you're playing beer pong. And he labeled each cup with the name of the teams that were left in the World Cup. I think there was like 10 or 12 of them.
All right.
And he just threw a ping pong ball, and it landed in Croatia.
Ah.
So he went, and we watched him bet $22,000.
Bad choice.
On Croatia, and then he got a tattoo that said 2018 World Cup Croatia or whatever.
That's even worse.
And then he went around giving like some homeless guys, some random people, $50, being like, "Here, bet this on Croatia. They're gonna win. I'm from the future."
No.
And so this was probably a month ago, 3 weeks ago, whenever I saw it. And so maybe not that long, maybe 2 weeks ago, but it was a while when there was a bunch of teams left.
I got you.
And I watched it. I was like, "Oh, I'll come back and see who won the World Cup." And then the other day, like 4 or 5 days ago, I checked it, and Croatia was facing one other team, and they were going to go to the finals? Or the semifinals. No, they were in the semifinals.
Okay, well, I know what happened. I watched
the World Cup. Well, they got all of them. Like, they beat crazy teams. I was like, oh my god,
they beat all these crazy teams, but they didn't win the finals.
I know, but they got to the finals.
No, they got, and I'm saying that was impressive in its own
That's why I was pumped. I was like, if this guy's right,
that would be crazy. Because, I mean, they were kind of a long shot to even get this far.
And I went back to the comments, and everybody's like, oh my god, and they were commenting like what was happening and stuff.
Yeah.
And then I was hanging out with, I forgot who I was hanging out with, but I was like checking the score while we were eating, and I was like, oh no, they're losing by like 2 points.
Yeah.
I was like, maybe they'll pull through.
Yeah.
They didn't pull through.
No, I was definitely rooting for Croatia because...
Really?
I was.
Why?
Because, I mean, I watch pretty much any sport. Like, I get really into any sport, football, hockey, I'm sure.
What about baseball?
Oh, I love baseball.
How do you get into baseball? It's the most boringest sport.
I've watched baseball ever since I was a kid, dude. I've been to, like, 2 Nationals games. And I go to Mudcats games all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah. But, like, you know, I've always just liked sports because you never know what's going to happen next. Like, Croatia. You really don't. Croatia made it to the finals, and France was not the favorite to win the World Cup.
Well, the World Cup's a little bit different, but in baseball, it's so boring to watch.
That's your opinion, but like...
Okay, it is my opinion.
Yes. Anyway, back to World Cup. Okay, so I've been watching the World Cup since qualifiers, like back when USA didn't qualify, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So then I needed a team to root for. I didn't really pick anybody, but a lot of people were picking France to win because they pretty much have like the African all-star team, so like all these African teams that aren't good enough to build their own team, they just kind of go to France and become French players. And that's why I wasn't rooting for France because they didn't really have a lot of French players on their team. It was just kind of like an all-star team almost, and I thought that was kind of dumb. But I will say that Mbappe kid came out of nowhere, dude. I mean, I know you probably don't know what I'm talking about.
I don't.
But like,
he's
he's 19 years old. He's like the youngest guy to ever score a World Cup goal. Dude is legit. He's probably going to become one of the greats.
I read some article. I don't know what team it was for, but it was for a guy who was from Korea.
Yeah.
He was in that team. I'm not sure which team it was, but he lost. There was an article saying like, this is his punishment for losing. So like, I read it. I thought like, oh, he's gonna get tortured. He's like Chinese or something, but he was like Korean, and he's from South Korea, and like you have to register for the army and serve. I think it was like 24 months or something.
Yeah.
In the army by 28 or 30, and then for soccer players it was even less. You had to be like 25. So he only had like 2 years or so.
Yeah.
So he like had to do it right after.
Really?
So I don't understand what the correlation was between him winning the World Cup and him not. I didn't read the article fully.
Yeah, that's weird though.
But I was like, it sucks to be that guy.
Yeah, I mean, because you got to think, most of your good soccer players are going to be like 18 to 25, and if you're South Korean, you're really good at soccer, 2 years of your prime soccer player are gone. They're just gone. There's nothing you can do about it.
True.
But,
I don't know, I mean, like, what if you just left Korea and just went to go be a citizen somewhere else?
I mean, you can do that, and people do that.
True. I would.
Yeah.
Probably.
I mean, South Korea is not that bad, and actually a lot of countries require military service.
Glad we live in America.
Yeah, oh, absolutely. Like, the World Cup was in Russia.
Did you know that Europe doesn't have free speech?
Really? Like, none? Or, like, limited?
Like, it's not in the... They don't have a thing saying everybody has free speech.
So it's not a protected right?
Nope, not a protected right.
Really?
If you said some, like, real controversial stuff on Facebook, you can get arrested for it.
Really? So it's like,
We're the only country that has free speech, like, in our Constitution or whatever.
Really?
That's, like, stated we have free speech.
I am appalled by that.
I was, too.
I had no idea.
This guy, Steven Crowder, you know the meme Change My Mind?
Yeah.
He's the guy who does Change My Minds. So he did a thing in a Democratic Party or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
They were having their thing, and he did a thing saying America's the greatest country, Change My Mind. And he was talking to the Democrats or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And he's talking to this one guy, and basically what he said to everybody is, so like the main thing with me is, the first thing I think about is the rights we have versus other countries.
Yeah.
We're the only country that has free speech, like in our Constitution and stuff. Because he's like Canadian or something, so it's not there. So I don't know, it's just crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy. I know this year they had the World Cup in Russia.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you see, but Trump went over there, he had his little parade and stuff, and he talked to Putin.
A little parade, you mean where they...
Yeah, the giant baby.
Yeah.
Dude, that thing was creepy, dude. I thought I was going to have nightmares over that.
I saw a brief picture of a gift. There was some article saying the internet warns Trump about the gift Putin gave him. Can you tell me about... I saw the little soccer ball, but... What?
Yeah, okay, alright. So, so they were talking, and then Trump was like, I've been watching the World Cup. You know, in his weird little Trump voice. He's like, I've been watching the World Cup. Mm. And in America, we call it soccer.
Did he say that?
Yeah, he said that. He legit said,
well, I mean...
In America, we call it soccer.
We do?
Yeah, we do. But, like, people were like, Trump, he knows that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but...
Well, I mean, maybe he thought he was going to mess up at some point and say soccer, and then people would think he was...
Anyway, so he, they were talking, and that's what he said. And then later on in the interview, summit is what the Helsinki summit, right? They were talking, and Putin gifted him with a soccer ball since Russia was hosting the World Cup. And he was like, oh, cool, thank you. I'm going to give this to my son, Barron.
Did he say that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he's like, oh, cool, I'll give this to Barron, right? And then he throws the soccer ball. He underhand tosses it, and it bounces off the ground, and Melania picks it up, right after he said that. So, he just took, this sacred soccer ball out of Putin's hands.
He just tossed it.
And he just tossed it across the room, dude.
Dude, I have to see a clip of that.
Dude, the clip is amazing.
That's pretty disrespectful. I mean, I don't know. He did talk... Maybe he knows something about Putin we don't. Maybe they're friends.
Well, that's another thing. He said that there's no reason why I think Russia would have meddled in the election or whatever.
Oh, yeah. So, I just read a thing, right before we started the podcast.
Yeah.
It was he said, I don't see why they would meddle with that or whatever.
Yeah.
And then, he just did a correction not too long ago where he says, I said would, I meant to say wouldn't. That's what I was supposed to say.
Yeah.
So he messed up. So he's saying that they did meddle. He said he believes in his intelligence team and what they find about Russia.
That was an unfortunate word choice.
To
say the least.
I don't know. If I had to give press conferences like that, I would mess up quite a...
Yeah, and I mean, Trump is not a great speaker. He's not Ronald Reagan. He's not FDR. He's not Teddy Roosevelt.
No.
No, I mean,
he's not any of those people.
He's Trump. Obviously, he's Donald Trump, and he's gonna say pretty much what he wants to say.
Yeah.
But he talks somewhat like a normal person. When you hear Donald Trump talk, he doesn't he doesn't take everything super serious, and I can respect that.
He just grabs it, you know.
Yeah, he just grabs it by the pussy and just runs away with the conversation.
He
But
sure does.
no filter on the guy, and that doesn't really bother me.
Well, let's change topics. Bill Nye, the Science Guy, softball. I don't know anything about it.
Okay.
Tell me about it.
All right. Well, you don't watch baseball, so obviously you weren't watching last night. But last night was, or tonight is the All-Star game. It's actually going on right now.
So is All-Star like the Super Bowl?
No, the All-Star game is like all the best players playing together in one game.
What do you mean?
Like all of the, I don't know how to explain that. Like I thought I broke it down pretty good for you.
Well, are they all on the same team?
No, okay. There's two teams. Okay, there's two divisions: the American League and the National League, right?
Okay.
And the American League takes all of its best players, and the National League takes all of its best players.
What's the National League?
Both of these are leagues inside the Major League Baseball. They're like divisions, kind of.
Okay, so and those are two teams that we go.
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know there was a National League.
Yeah. Anyway,
I don't watch baseball.
it's fine.
It's boring.
Anyway,
continue.
so there was the All-Star games tonight, but anyway, part of All-Star Weekend. It's actually in D.C.,
Okay.
which so I'm gonna be all over it because I'm a huge Washington fan on everything.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, so they had the home run derby. Bryce Harper won that, who's actually a Washington National. He won it in front of the home crowd. But then they had the softball game, the celebrity softball game.
Celebrity softball
Yeah, like
game.
John Wall, Josh Norman. Those are a couple Washington players that don't play baseball.
Okay.
And like they had Bill Nye.
Really? Who was this Bill Nye?
Bill Nye. I think he was a pitcher.
Really?
Yeah, I think Bill Nye was a pitcher. But like it was just funny to see him playing baseball out there.
How old is he now?
Dude, I don't know. Is he probably in his 60s?
Yeah, he's getting there. But I mean, I remember I loved watching his science videos in school and everything.
Yeah, yeah.
They were nice. But then that Netflix special. I mean, I think it was the first 1 or 2 episodes were okay, but like he says stuff like I watched videos of him saying that he's an atheist and that Noah's Ark wasn't real. He can prove it with all this geological stuff. But then he's gonna go and say that gender is on a spectrum. A, B, C, and D. There's all these genders, but I feel like he just sold out because Netflix told him he has to do something like that. And I lost a lot of respect for him.
Yeah, and I mean, I'd never watched the Netflix series fully. I watched like 1 or 2 parts of some of the episodes. I didn't really get into it because for me it just wasn't Bill Nye the Science Guy.
Yeah.
It didn't hit hard like that, but I always enjoy him in debates. Like, he does bring up some good points, and then some things I'm more skeptic about. But
back to the baseball thing.
Yeah.
So I don't remember what it was for, but I saw the clip. I think it was just, don't they like normally get celebrities to throw like the first ball of the game or something?
Yeah, first pitch.
Yeah. Well, Snoop Dogg did it one time. I don't know if you saw the clip, but I think he was really, really high.
Yeah.
And he just completely missed and threw it like way off to the left.
Yeah.
Like far off. Everyone's like, oh.
50 Cent did that too.
Really?
Yeah, 50 Cent, dude. That's probably the worst first pitch ever.
No, I don't know, man. You gotta. How bad was his?
Like almost into the crowd.
I don't know. We gotta rewatch this Snoop Dogg one, but his is way off too.
Yeah, I think we gotta watch both of these first pitches. But apparently, if you're a rapper, you probably shouldn't throw the first pitch at a baseball game.
Probably not.
It seems like a bad trend.
All right. Well, we've been talking for almost 30 minutes now.
Yeah.
It's probably time to wrap it up.
Think so?
Yeah. Well, if anybody is still watching, thanks for watching. Appreciate it.
This has been the PBAC Podcast. I'm out. I'm Patrick.
I'm Christian. See you next time.